starts now.
6:30 on your Friday morning, and check out this sunrise over Perry. It's going to be a hot day ahead. I'll have the details on Future View coming up.
An F-15 flyover at a baseball event striking out with several people in Houston County. The damage some homeowners say it caused.
And then the city of Dublin adding an incentive to fill open job positions in the police department. The signing bonus you could get.
Good Friday morning, Central Georgia. You're taking a live look over the fairgrounds in beautiful Perry. I just want you to stop what you're doing and check out that beautiful sunrise, orange, pink, and purple skies on this Friday morning at 6:31 on this August the 5th. I'm Wanya Reese.
And I'm Caitlin Heck. A beautiful start to the day, but we all know what happens when that sun finally comes up.
Exactly. Don't let that photo deceive you, Alex.
Yeah, I know it's a good view, but a bad sign in terms of the temperatures and what we're going to do today, as of course it is still the middle or the beginning of August, not even the middle of August yet. We don't have any big changes on the way for the weekend either. A small rain chance each and every day, and our temperatures are still going to be near average. 73 down there in Perry, as well as in Warner Robins, 74 in Macon, 73 in Dudley, and 75 out in Sandersville, where they head back to school today. Also back to school in McRae, 74 down there, and 73 in Cochrane this morning. The radar picture, no sprinkles to speak of, no rain to speak of, so some good news on that front. It's going to be a dry morning at the bus stop, and the temperatures, they're going to be going up. So in the 70s now, into the 80s by about 10 a.m., and then into the 90s later on this afternoon. A high temperature right around 93. It's going to be hot and humid with overall about a 20% chance of rain. Those feels like temperatures are going to be up there as well. Talking about the upper 90s here across central Georgia, maybe even the triple digits at times. Now it's back to school this morning in Washington County, like I just mentioned. 94 going to be the temperature up there after starting off this morning in the 70s. We'll have more back to school forecasts coming up in just a few minutes.
Thank you, Alex. Several Houston County homeowners do not believe a flyover at a baseball game tournament was a total home run. Instead, they say that it actually caused damage to their homes.
Now, the flyover happened Wednesday morning at the Southeast Region Little League World Series baseball tournament. A Robins Air Force Base F-15 performed it. Now, some homeowners took to Facebook showing what they claim is damage from that flyover. They say it shook their homes, breaking off vinyl and insulation. Some told us they're worried about their home's foundations.
Alicia Brown lives in Bon Air and was home when it happened. She says her family used to live in Norfolk, Virginia, so they're used to the noise. But she says this time it was louder and lower than normal.
I saw my window, it went in, it bulged in, and then it straightened back up. And I said, oh, that wasn't normal. And so I had asked my husband, I said, hey, did you hear that? And he said, yeah, it sounded like a bomb. And I was like, right.
Brown says she wants to make sure there isn't any unseen damage, so she hired an inspector. We did reach out to Robins Air Force Base. They say the flight was conducted at an approved altitude over 1,000 feet and at the appropriate speed.
They add the flight did not break the sound barrier, which would cause a sonic boom. We also asked if the base took responsibility for the damage and would reimburse those homeowners. They say complaints filing for damages will be investigated for possible reimbursement. It's now 6:33. Now to three other headlines we're following for you this morning. Two teens now face murder charges in connection to a June shooting at a Macon car wash. Bibb County Sheriff investigators arrested a 15 and 16-year-old. Someone shot 59-year-old Freddie Crawwell in mid-June at the Super Suds car wash on Pioneer Avenue. Crawwell died around a month later at a hospital. The two teens arrested in the case are now being held without bond.
We now know the name of the man found dead in a ditch in Crawford County. The sheriff's office says investigators identified the victim as 68-year-old Edward Knight of Gwinnett County. Tuesday, a state worker cutting grass around Highway 341 found the man's body. An autopsy is set to happen at the GBI crime lab to determine the cause of death. The city of Dublin looks to fill law enforcement vacancies with signing bonuses. It comes as cities around the country deal with a police officer shortage.
That's right. There's a $50,000 budgeted for the bonuses this fiscal year.
That will dictate how many officers we can actually hire with this incentive.
City Manager Joshua Powell says the incentive program works on a tier system. All new officers will need to go through field training. The lowest bonus starts at $2,500 for officers who still need to get post-certification and agree to a contract of 2 years.
Next, someone with less than 5 years of experience who's already certified would get a $5,000 bonus with a 4-year contract. Lastly, an officer with 5 or more years of service will get a $10,000 bonus with a 6-year contract.
Our main focus right now is to get our patrol division completely staffed with good qualified officers.
The Dublin Police Department hopes to fill 5 vacancies specifically in their patrol division.
You can head on to the story at 13WMAZ.com for more information on where you can fill out an application. Time is 6:35 in your state news. 4 Georgia men now face federal charges for flashing lasers at police helicopters. That's the message coming from the Department of Justice District Attorney's Office in the Northern District of Georgia. Investigators say there were 4 separate situations from February of 2020 to just last month. 3 of the laser situations affected Gwinnett County police officers. 1 impacted Atlanta police. Sentencing for the 4 men has not happened yet.
GDOT announced it will invest about $200 million in construction and resurfacing projects across the state. The upgrades include a main commuter route through Twiggs County. GDOT plans to invest $65 million to widen and rebuild nearly 8 miles of Highway 96. The project will stretch between State Route 87 and I-16. It includes construction of 2 bridges. The Twiggs County project is the largest in the state. Rather, the project that they're doing in Twiggs County is the largest one that they're spending the most amount of money on. The University of Georgia is honoring its history with a new residence hall. UGA leaders held a dedication ceremony yesterday to celebrate the naming of Black Diallo Miller Hall. The residence space highlights the first black students to enroll as freshmen and complete their undergraduate degrees at UGA. The hall will house over 500 first-year students starting this fall. A big congrats to them.
I love it, I have to say, all the help that we've had, people that have really shown their interest in our music. And I like for it to be the center of attention. And I don't mind being on here myself.
Oh, that is former Capricorn Records executive Alan Walden at the unveiling yesterday of Macon Transit Authority's new bus, Melody. The electric bus features many Macon music legends, and MTA says it's a way to keep Macon's vibrant music history alive. Artists on the bus include REM, Johnny Jenkins, and Percy Welch. Well, this school year, Bibb County schools are looking to turn to new technology to ensure student safety. We'll give you the details on the plan.
Plus, it's finally Friday. We give you a look at some events that you can enjoy here in Central Georgia this weekend. The time is now 6:37 a.m. There's so much going on in Central Georgia. That art exhibit by Caleb Brown seems like it's going to be absolutely phenomenal. But regardless of what you're doing, you'll probably want some ice water or a cold beer, depending on what you like, because it's not going to be comfortable.
Some kind of frozen drink, something to keep you
There we
cool,
go, a
that's for
daiquiri,
sure.
something.
Yeah, I know where Wanya's mind is this morning on a Friday. It's headed into the weekend. But check out the sunrise this morning across downtown Macon. It doesn't get much better than that. Kind of like we were alluding to earlier this morning, we know what that means when the sun is coming up on a summer afternoon. The current temperature in downtown right now, it is in the 70s across the area. 74 in Macon, 73 in Warner Robins, 75 in Fort Valley, and 72 in Forsyth, 74 down in Cordele, 70 in Eastman, and 73 in Vidalia to get this Friday started. A fairly quiet morning across the southeast. We just have some showers up into Tennessee and Kentucky, and in fact across a large part of Kentucky, but mainly quiet here across Georgia, Alabama, on over into Mississippi, and then some showers down along the Gulf Coast this morning. We are looking at the possibility of maybe some scattered showers this afternoon. Here we are at the noon hour. No activity just yet, but once we get later into the afternoon, about a 20% chance of rain today means an 80% chance of staying dry. So here we go in parts of Washington County, getting on over towards Eastman. Again, don't pay attention to the exact location of these, just pick up on the general area of where Future View is showing these showers, and I think that's where the best chance for rain is going to be today. Then for tomorrow, we begin to ramp up the rain chances just a bit. Here we go, Saturday afternoon. Some locally heavy downpours will be possible, maybe some gusty winds, frequent lightning. The same usual summertime stuff here in Central Georgia. And then once we get into Sunday, much of the same. Once again, here in the Peach State, starting Sunday morning dry, and then through the afternoon hours, I actually think Sunday is going to be the best chance of rain over the next few days because we're going to have a little more moisture in place courtesy of the Gulf of Mexico and Atlantic Ocean on Sunday. Then into next week, it remains unsettled. You can kind of see what I was talking about there, a surge of moisture from the Gulf that's pulling north. That begins on Sunday but lasting into Monday as well. And there we go, Tuesday afternoon, unsettled across Central Georgia. And then you might remember yesterday, we were eyeing Wednesday for a potential front here in Central Georgia. Well, this is how Wednesday looks now. The front's not gone. It's just actually delayed a day. You can kind of see that here with the European model. Now, I'm not sold on the front making it through Central Georgia necessarily, but I do think it's going to increase our rain chances by the time we get to Thursday. So over the next 3 days, increasing rain chances up to 40% for Sunday, 30% for Monday and for Tuesday. Humidity not going anywhere anytime soon. Dew points in the 70s for the next 7 days, which means we're going to be looking at very muggy conditions here in Central Georgia. Now, it is back to school today in Bleckley County. Look for a high of 93 down there after starting off this morning in the 70s. Make it a great school year down there in Bleckley County. We also have Telfair County going back today and Washington County schools headed back. Of course, Houston County schools already back in session. Macon, Bibb, Lawrence County heads back next week, and Monroe County already back. We went back this week as well. Temperatures across the area, low to mid 90s, 95 in Dublin, 95 in Wrightsville, 94 in Milledgeville and Irwinton, 91 in Forsyth, and 92 in Butler this afternoon. Notice our average high is 93, so generally speaking, we are where we should be for this time of year. So even though we are headed back to school, the temperatures are right on average. And those heat index values today, talking about the upper 90s at times today, maybe even the low 100s. There's the 7-day forecast. We've got low to mid 90s across the board, a 20 to 40% chance of rain each day. Again, with those rain chances coming back up on Thursday of next week. All eyes on that front. If it can make it through here, it will drop our temperatures and humidity, but that's not a guarantee just yet.